The Boy Who Believed in the King is an Ethiopian story. Once upon a time, in the mountainous country of Ethiopia, there was a king who was wise and loved justice. The king always said, "Those who have an honest heart are the treasures of our country." One day, the king went out into the city and looked around the people's lives. At that time, a boy was sitting in one corner of the market. The boy's name is Kabid. He lost his parents early and lived while helping the villagers. The king approached pretending to be a traveler and asked, "Boy, why are you working so hard?" Kabid laughed and said, "To work is to thank God, and as long as I am honest, I am sure God and the king will be watching." The king was impressed by those words and revealed his identity. "I am the king, and I am glad to have found a boy like you. Come to the castle and serve as my messenger." Kabid was surprised and eventually decided to serve the king. There were many vassals in the castle, some praising Kabid's seriousness, others envying him. In particular, one of the ministers, Balta, was not amused to see the boy trusted by the king. "I don't want a little monk to stand beside the king. What are you trying to do with that innocent face?" One day, the king was going on an expedition, and a meeting was held to decide who would be away. The king said, "While I am away, I will leave it to Kabid to guard the castle." The vassals buzzed. Minister Balta was angry and came up with a bad idea. In the absence of the king, Balta gathered the people together and said, "The culprit must be Kabid." The people in the castle were surprised. But no one goes against Balta's words. Kabid cried and said, "I believed in the king." But no one believed him, and Kabid was put in prison. The days passed and the king returned. The air in the castle was cold, and I felt everyone fidgeting. "Did something happen?" the king asked, and Balta bowed his head and said, "While your majesty was away, Kabid stole a gold necklace from the treasury." The king thought silently. Then he said quietly, "Bring that necklace here." When the necklace was offered, the king took it in his hand, closed his eyes and prayed. "If the light of truth dwells in this necklace, let it shine red on the hands of the thief." Then the necklace glowed bright red on Balta's hand, and it smoked and burned. People were surprised and fell to their knees. The king said quietly, "I believed in Kabid, and an honest heart is stronger than any darkness." Kabid was taken out of prison and knelt before the king. "Your Majesty, I could only believe and wait." The king laughed softly. "That's fine, the honest suffer at times, but in the end the truth always regains its light." After that, the king made Kabid his entourage and taught the children of all the country. Those who have an honest heart are the true brave. People pass down the word from generation to generation, and even now, in the mountain villages of Ethiopia, it is said by the bonfire at night, "The light of God will surely fall on those who have an honest heart." End.